Hi, today we're going to talk about the skeletal system. So we're going to talk about how your bones work and what do they do for you. God has given you a special frame that gives shape to your muscles and your body. So your bones, in a sense, hold you up. They give you shape, but they also protect and support the organs of the body. If you notice, you have bones in important places, like in your head or your ribs, or then your pelvis, like near your hips. And those bones are kind of like a cage that protect important organs, like your brains or your heart on your lungs. There are about 206 bones in the body. Some are long and thin, some are flat, and some are round and curved. For your vocabulary today, you have the word patella, that's the knee bone or the kneecap, here in green. You have the word phalanges, bones in fingers and toes. And then you have the word ulna, that's the inside bone in the lower part of the arm, here in red. Bones, like I said, like our cranium or ribs, protect vital organs in the body. And then other bones, like the one in arms and legs, like femur, fibula, tibia, are hollow, meaning that they have a hole inside. They are strong, but they are lightweight. They are not heavy. So these bones carry the body weight. Bones in the body are made of three different layers. The outer layer, it's made of a thin membrane, and it has nerves and blood vessels. The middle layer is smooth and very hard, and the inner layer looks like a sponge. It's strong, it's hard, and it's the center of this layer protects the center of the bone called the bone marrow, and the bone marrow looks like jelly. Okay, so our joints, um, our bones are like attached to each other by strong cords called ligaments. You can imagine like a rope. And the joints are spaces in the body that make it easier to move. Some joints allow movements in all directions. These are called ball and socket joints, like the one you have on your shoulders. If you see, you can move your arm like in a circle, and then in your arms too. Other joints only allow back and forth movement, like what I'm doing with my elbow. You can move it the other way, you just move it back and forth. And then other joints allow the bones to rotate around, called pivot joints, like the one you have on your neck that let you do this, move your neck like this. Some of the bones in the wrist and ankles have gliding joints, like this one here, that let you move your hand. And then you have joints that are immovable or fixed joints that do not move. Those are the ones in your head, in your skull. So your bones in your head are put together, but they are not moving. Joints are covered by a smooth layer of something called cartilage that helps the movement of joints to be smooth. You have cartilage, for example, here in your bone, in your nose, or in your ears, that soft part that is kind of like a bone, but that you can move. If you want to know how does it feel. Bones protect vital organs, so really important organs, and they also give a place for the muscles to attach. But they have other jobs too. They create red blood cells and white blood cells. And they keep calcium and phosphorus, minerals really important to keep you alive. Remember that when we were talking about the bone, I told you that the bone protects the middle of the bone, that it's called the bone marrow. It's like a spongy middle, and this is where the red blood cells and the white blood cells are created. Each day, about 1 billion new cells are produced, and that's because the different cells, like the red ones and the white ones, die or get old, and they have to be replaced daily. And as I mentioned before, your bones store or they keep calcium and phosphorus. What happens if for a reason you can't eat a rich diet that has all the vitamins, all the minerals that you need? Then your bones are gonna release that calcium and that phosphorus so your cells can use it and keep you healthy and alive. And then we're gonna talk about muscles. So as you know, we are responsible for keeping our bodies healthy. And the best way to keep yourself healthy is sleeping well, eating a good diet, exercising, and keeping clean. Please, bathe. If you don't exercise your muscles, then they are gonna lose strength. That's what happens, for example, if you break your arm or your leg and you have to get a cast on, un yeso, and then when they take it off, that arm or that leg, it's gonna feel so weak. And that's why you weren't using it very much, okay? And it's important to exercise because then every cell gets fresh oxygen, food, and then waste is removed. And it's also exercise, it's really important for a strong heart because remember that the heart, it's a muscle. And of course, eating a healthy diet, it's important to keep your muscles healthy too. You need vitamin C from fruit, from vegetables, and then you need vitamin E that comes from whole grains to keep your muscles strong. And then a good balance of protein, it's necessary too. So your muscles can grow and they can repair themselves. And then there are some diseases for muscles. One of them is called muscular dystrophy. And it's a disease where over time, your muscles get weaker and weaker and weaker. And then eventually the person feels so weak that they can't walk. And then there are other types of diseases like rheumatism or muscle disorders, like what happens in rabies when a dog bites you, or lockjaw, that it's at you can't really move your jaw. And then bones. A good diet is important to healthy bones. You have to eat really well so you can be healthy. Ok, Angie me estaba esperando.